very frightening me. Galileo, Magnifico. Hi guys, welcome to the first episode of Freaky Friday, and today we have a special guest.
Oh, yes.
The land that Waverly House sits on was purchased in 1883 by Major Thomas Hayes. He started a one-room schoolhouse for his daughters, hired Lizzie Lee Harris to teach at the school. Her love for the Waverly novels prompted the name Waverly School. Construction started on the hospital in 1908 and was opened on July 26, 1910. So that was like 108 years ago. It was originally a two-story building. It was designed to safely accommodate 40 to 50 tuberculosis patients. The clinic was filled with more than 140 people. Waverly was a self-contained community. It had a post office, water treatment facility, grew its own fruits and veggies, raised its own meat. No one was allowed to leave Waverly. Doctors and nurses, as well as the patients, had to say goodbye to their lives outside of Waverly. Waverly had visiting days where loved ones could come visit the patients, the sanatorium we know today. In 1911, the city funded a larger facility, but by August 1912, the outbreak was so severe and widespread that Waverly had to put patients on the lawn in tents. In December 1912, a new wing opened that housed 40 more patients. In 1914, a children's wing was opened for children of TB patients that had no other family to care for them. The construction on the building that we see today started in March 1924 and was opened on October 17, 1926. It stayed as a tuberculosis hospital until 1961. 17 years after an antibiotic that treated and cured TB was found. It was closed and quarantined, then renovated in 1962. It was reopened as Woodhaven Medical Services, which is a geriatric facility. Woodhaven was closed by the state in 1981.
Death tunnel or body chute?
Underground tunnel from the sanatorium to the bottom of the hill. The tunnel is 525 feet long. It was originally a heating duct, but the staff would use the tunnel to climb the hill in bad weather. It was also used to transport dead bodies during the TB phase of the sanatorium. The dead would just be left at the ends of the tunnels. Workers would be asked to gather all the bodies to burn, bury, or transport them elsewhere. This is where the name the body chute came from. It was estimated that over 8,000 people died, including worker suicides. The fall of Waverly. Waverly became vandalized, damaged, and nearly condemned. The property owners had no desire to keep up with the maintenance. It was bought by Charles and Tina Mattingly in 2001. Both were historical and paranormal enthusiasts. If anyone is interested, there is a list of patients, and we can link that in the description
below.
On the same site, there's a list of employees. We might be related to one of the patients.
General hauntings. A man in a white coat walks around the kitchen, and the smell of food cooking can be smelt through the room. There were also patients from the geriatric wards who inadvertently died from electric shock, which was commonly used to calm patients suffering from mental illness. Freezing cold spots. One specifically found in the morgue, where bodies drained of blood to lessen the chance of infection for the people who picked them up from the end of the tunnel. In the 1980s, a man and his dog were allowed to stay inside in exchange for watching over the place on behalf of the owners. The man disappeared, and people began to notice a strange odor coming through the elevator doors on the third floor. The man and his dog were found dead at the bottom of the elevator shaft. Drawn to the fifth floor, which housed 2 nurses' stations, a pantry, a linen closet, a medicine room, and 2 medium-sized rooms. Specifically, room 503 is the subject of all the talks and rumors. People have been known to jump to their deaths from this room, as well as watched shapes move around the room and heard disembodied voices that ordered trespassers to get out. It is believed that this was the area where the mentally insane TB patients were kept, although no one is for sure certain. It is believed that in 1928, the head nurse was found dead in room 502. She had hung herself from the light fixtures. She was unmarried and pregnant. It is also rumored that she was having an affair with a doctor, and it was his kid.
That's really it for today's video. Liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below for more, because this is gonna be a series now. And comment down below 2 things. Where do you want us to look at next? Like,
Please be local.
what do you want to well, what do you want to hear about, and if it's local we might go there. And do you believe in ghosts or not?
I will not go, turn the lights off, carry me home.